Now we have an unmarked, looks like Dodge Charger, kind of a purple color, apparently. So they got somebody pulled over there. That's always good to know. It's coming into town from that way. They have like a speed trap. They always pull people in, and they come into this parking lot. But I've never seen the unmarked purple Charger. Maybe they got that in a drug raid or something, confiscated it. But then again, they use Dodge Chargers in this area for state trooper cars, so maybe they just decided to get a purple one. Anyway, I'm here today. I'm supposed to meet somebody to look at a few of my paintings I listed last night. And these are paintings that I don't paint like this anymore. These are like expressionist paintings, and I don't get excited about them at all, period. They're definitely not my favorite. I like more abstract stuff now. This is, the first one is kind of abstract, but I don't like it. Let me just show you. So this is one. See, I don't like that. I just don't. And this one, it's kind of abstract. It's a lady sitting at a diner and a waiter guy, whatever. I like this one okay. It's a soldier. He's got dog tags on. It's supposed to be during the Vietnam era. And he's thinking about, it's the 4th of July, and he's just thinking about the American flag and fireworks and all that. So it's like, it's shown, his thoughts are shown on his glasses. And this one, which is kind of a old disco painting. And then these are a little larger, so they're kind of hard to show, but see, there's a hand over his ear, a hand over her eyes, his mouth, so it's the hear, see, speak no evil theme. And guy playing like a saxophone. See, they're just expressionist pieces. They're just fun little pieces. I just want to have a good time and have fun. This guy's playing a bongo. They're colorful, they're vibrant, and they're just fun. And now my stuff has more of a weird element to it. I started with, the expressionist pieces, which are just expressions, and then I kind of graduated and started going toward stuff like this, which is a little more kind of out there, kind of wild and stuff. And now I'm just wholly into abstract. So just watching this. It's a pretty car. Can you see it out there? Anyway, I'm here about maybe a half hour early because I just wanted to chill out. And the funny thing is, 2 days ago I made a video and I had on a winter knit cap and a big thick jacket, green jacket, kind of a puffy one. It was cold, and now coming here, I had the air conditioner on, I have short sleeves, and now I have the windows down, all within 2 days. Crazy. Hello up there. I'm looking for good coffee. I know I have some Dollar Tree coffee, but yeah, I'd rather not go that route. It's not that great. And then I have the Vietnamese coffee, which is already mixed with sugar and creamer, and I didn't really want to go that route either. It's really good, but I don't want to go that route either. So I'm seeing if I have any kind of coffee in my bag back here, and to be honest, it's not looking too good. Oh, wait. I found a stash. I forgot where I put it. I didn't know I had all this. Let's see. I don't see any Cafe Bustelo, but I see. I got Folgers. Yeah, I'll use it. Anyway. Looks like he's off to catch someone else. Could just bring, let's see what time it is. I've got about 15 or 20 minutes. I could just slide my burner up here. Yep, there he goes. That lady dropped the bag and her stuff's blowing away. She's littering right in front of the police officer that she's actually talking to. And there he goes. Anyway. See what I can do. I've been here a lot, this parking lot. I was just here a couple days ago, meeting someone to sell them something. Yep. Have to be home at like 3:45. No later than 3:45 because my wife, our other car is still down. We don't drive it because, actually we got it running, but it needs a timing chain. So it really rattles a lot and I don't trust it. So we got it running. All that was wrong with it is it needed a new battery. And in a prior video, I mentioned that we just had to take the battery into Walmart and exchange it out for free because we had it for 11 months. And it was guaranteed for a year. So that was a good thing that we did it when we did because, the batteries aren't cheap anymore. So now it'll crank up and run, but I don't think it doesn't have tags on it. The tags are expired because we haven't driven it in 8 to 10 months. It's been just sitting in the yard. We need to just get rid of it. It's some mechanic who could drop that engine because this engine, they say, has to be dropped out of it, lifted up out of it, and to get to the timing chain. Now, I've heard various things. I've heard several people say, yes, that's true because of this one make of Ford Explorer. And then I've heard one or two people say, nah, not true. You could just do it, blah, blah, blah. So, whatever. We were quoted up to $6,000 to get the timing chain on there, depending on if it hurt the engine or whatever. And like the bottom price was like $3,000. We're not going to pay that much for it because we had already put in like $2,500 into the car just prior. I mean, literally within 2 to 3 months before this happened, the timing chain rattling like crazy. So yeah, he said, heck no, 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 no. It's time to get rid of it. But we do have it. It's in the yard. It does run. We could drive if we had to, except for the tag. Oh yeah, baby. Hot coffee. Now that I got my coffee, I hope the guy doesn't show up early. It's a nice day. You know, I haven't painted anything in about, it's been, well, I painted like 3 paintings, I think, at the first of the year. But I don't think in February, I didn't paint anything in February. And of course, March, I haven't painted anything. I need to get back on it, man. Paint some more. But I've been, working on other projects. 2 books. I've got 2. I just released 2 books 3 months ago. First of the year, I think. 2 books that I put together, and I've got 2 more books that I'm working on now. One is almost complete. It's nonfiction, and then I have another book that's fiction. And I'm really excited about this fiction book. And it's the first novel that I wrote since becoming a Christian. And so it has no bad words in it, no bad language, no bad situations, or anything like that. Which is why I discontinued 2 prior books that I wrote. And I discontinued both movies that I made, independent movies. Because they were horrid. Speaking of horrid, when I was in my early 20s, I had an apartment with a friend. And I remember it was like I took a nap in the late afternoon and dusk was settling in outside. It was kind of dark, but it was still a little bit light coming through my bedroom window, and I was laying in bed. And all of a sudden, I felt paralyzed and scared, and I couldn't move. And I thought I was awake. It was so weird because I looked at the ceiling. It's just like I was awake. I looked at the ceiling, and then I heard this evil laughing. And I looked with my eyes. I just turned my eyes toward the window, and there was a silhouette of this grotesque, beast-looking man, and instinctively I knew it was Satan. And he was laughing and laughing at me. And he was saying something, I don't remember exactly what, but it was something like, I've got you now, or I'm coming for you. It was something very, very unsettling. And at the time, I wasn't a Christian. I had been raised in Christian Science. So I was very familiar with the Bible. I was very familiar with Jesus. But not in the same way as the Christian faith. I gotta put the window up because that wind blowing in, I know it's gonna do something with my recording. It's done that before. But anyway, it was so scary. I think I did tell my mom about it because she's the reason I got involved with Christian Science, because she was a Christian Science practitioner for over 50 years. She was a first reader at 2 different churches, which is kind of like a preacher, but it's the Christian Science version of a preacher called a reader, first reader, and a second reader. She was the first reader. And I remember that, though. I was totally paralyzed. And I swear, it was like I was awake. I mean, I had, I guess, been dreaming most likely, but it was a terrible dream, and it was very realistic. And it was definitely time accurate, because if it was a dream, it was when I finally was unparalyzed, the window, everything looked the same. It was the same time outside, the same lighting and everything. So if it was a dream, man, it was spot on to the time period, that was actually taking place outside. So, I don't know what made me think of that. I guess that word that I used earlier, I forgot what it was, but it reminded me of that. I've had some run-ins with that kind of thing in my life. I think in another video, I'm not going to go into it now, but I stayed in an apartment when I was off in college that had personal belongings in it, totally furnished. Someone let me stay there because their son was away. And come to find out, he was into satanic rituals. He was a devil worshiper. That's what he was. And I could feel it, man. I could feel it in the whole house. Everywhere I went, I could feel it. There's a presence there. And I ended up getting very sick also. Very, very sick at that apartment. It was crazy. And then there was another time my mom had a home office when she was a Christian Science practitioner. People would come over and see her who had problems, and she would pray for them and all that. But anyway, I was in there one day, lying on the floor. I was on the phone, and when I got off the phone, it was that same paralysis, and I couldn't move. And I heard a voice in my head telling me, yeah, I'm not going to say what it's telling me. It was bad. Yeah, it was really bad. I don't mean to string you along like that, but I'm not going there. It was bad. The voice in my head was telling me bad things. Anyway, Mom prayed for me a lot, and I never had that. It never recurred, so I was thankful for that. Anyway, this guy should be coming in a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and take off. Thanks for listening to me ramble. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps me out a lot. And if you like the video or leave a comment or whatever, yeah, it helps out a lot. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. I appreciate it. Thanks for the interaction. And God bless you guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy. God loves you. I'll see you soon.